up our panel. After 45 years of trying, he did his first pull-up ever this week. Please welcome executive producer and showrunner Steve Malaro. He has a larger collection of flags than Sheldon. Please welcome co-creator and executive producer Bill Prady. He holds U.S. patent number 6998984 for state adaptation devices and methods for wireless communications. Please welcome co-executive producer Dave Getch. Next, it's my distinct pleasure to introduce the dungeon master of the Big Bang Theory writers' room. Please welcome co-executive producer Eric Kaplan. This co-executive producer has read some of his high school poetry to the writers' room, and no, he will not read it now. Please welcome Jim Reynolds. This co-EP makes his family watch the Star Wars holiday special every single Christmas. Please welcome Steve Holland. This co-executive producer used to role-play Disney characters on the Prodigy service. Please welcome Maria Ferrari. He spent many of his summers at computer camp. Please welcome UCLA astrophysicist and science advisor to the show, Dr. David Salzburg. So now it's time to go inside of the writer's room. But you guys didn't think I would be moderating this, did you? Today's moderator strongly believed at age 6 that she was the long-lost sister of Rainbow Bright. And you can't not love her as the adorable microbiologist, Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz. Please welcome Melissa Rash.
We're gonna have fun. Are you guys ready? Yeah! All right. Hey, writers.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
All right. So I'm so excited to be moderating this panel. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna shake things up this year a little bit. I'm gonna ask some questions. You guys are gonna ask some questions. You cool with that? Yeah? All right, cool. So if you guys want to start lining up to ask questions, I think there's some people, microphones to do so. And I'm going to ask a few questions, and then I'll throw to you guys, and we'll go back and forth. All right. Don't mess it up. All right, cool. All right. So I'd like to know, where do the story ideas come from?
Well, we often make them up, and sometimes we will take them from our own lives. One that comes to mind involved you as Bernadette and Wolowitz. Do you guys remember the episode where Wolowitz comes back from space? And Bernadette wants to reconnect romantically with her husband, but she's really sick. That was my wedding night. And I was really sick, and I held it together during the wedding, and then it all started coming out of me at the end of the night. I was a mess, and my wife was saying, you know, it's okay, you should go to sleep. And all I could say was, no, we have to consummate the marriage. So she's a lucky lady.
And I believe the nightie I wore in that episode was the one you wore on your wedding.
That is correct. You can see the mucus stains on it.
It's beautiful.
That was the week I discovered how tall you're not.
That is true.
Melissa usually wears substantial shoes that are designed by engineers, but she was barefoot in bed, and between takes I came over to give her a note, and she'd gotten out of bed, and I said, so Melissa, oh my God.
It's true, I had to get on a ladder just to get the note.
But Melissa's husband is very tall, and you describe his meetings with your family.
It's true, my whole family's very short, and my husband's 6'1", so I always say when he comes to visit my family, it's like he's coming to the Shire. So any other stories come from your lives?
I always wanted a tiara. So
You would look very good in one.
I think so. A pretty princess, and this is my tiara.
Maria, you in the episode where Sheldon got spanked, right?
Yes, the one where Amy gets spanked and she's trying to get attention from Sheldon by pretending to be sick was from my high school. That was me. I was doing a play with a guy I really liked, and I was like trying to seduce him backstage by like exaggerating my cold. So I'd be like, "Oh, I'm shaking uncontrollably," and he would like tuck me in with his trench coat.
I didn't know that.
So, how does the writing process work? Do people go off and write a script on their own, or does everyone work on every script?
Since the first season, we've written as a group. So we sit in a room, and a writer's assistant has the horrible job of sitting at a typewriter and writing down everything and getting it right. And we start, fade in interior Leonard and Sheldon's apartment. Sheldon comes in. We do it together. Sometimes in a subset of the whole
Usually
room.
it's this group of people. I don't know how we're not all so sick of each other at this point.
I'm sick of some of you.
This panel's only an hour. Right? Did you mean the question technically, or like how do we get in touch with our sources of inspiration? Did you mean it psychologically, or?
Sure, absolutely.
How does it work like that?
There's a lot of hugging. I know that.
And a lot of tears.
Yeah.
Mostly after the hugging.
There's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of people saying people would. I think one of the best moments last year involved me making Steve very angry when he was talking about the great episode where there's a letter from Howard's father, and there's a question as to what's in it, and Steve said, well, maybe there's a way to do it where we never find out what's in the letter. And I said, oh, you got to tell people what's in the letter. And then Steve said, remember, there are children in the room. He said, you're a bad person.
You're really pissing me off right now with your rules. Now I'm going to find a way to do this episode where we don't know what was in the letter.
And I think it's terrific.
What's harder to write, the science or the geekery?
Well, we have some help with the science by the end of the table.
Believe it or not, we're all pretty comfortable with the geekery. I mean, the science comes, sometimes we have ideas from articles we've read, or sometimes we, have a vague notion of science, or sometimes we put brackets that say science to come and we toss it over to Dr. Salzburg here for him to fill in some things.
That's right, and it's maybe not as exciting as a wedding night or slopping, but I do read Physics Today.
And sometimes we do our own research. Like, you remember we were looking for spider facts for something, for the Spider-Man joke? Like, what can...
There was a joke where Sheldon was irritated by the Spider-Man theme song, Spider-Man does whatever a spider can, and he decided that there was lots of things a spider could do that Spider-Man couldn't. And then we had to try to find what those facts were, so we were all Googling things. And I found this website that was like, amazing true science facts about spiders. So I was reading them, and it's like, the tensile strength of a spider string contains more potential energy than the atomic bomb. And spiders live forever. I mean, they can be killed. You can kill a spider, but if you don't kill them, they will never die.
And we were like, these are great facts. Write them down.
I think it was at this point I said, hey, Steve, what website are you on?
And so I looked at the thing, and I was on ham2slices.net was the website. But I think we all know Ham2Slices has a crack team of spider scientists that work round the clock to bring you science facts. Like, did you know spiders grow perfectly flawless rubies on their abdomens? True story.
Because apparently ham2slices.com was taken.
Well, ham2slices.com is full of hacks. So .net's where you go for the real info.